Hi guys, it's Neil here from Feel Good Personal Training. Now I've been having a lot of messages come through again recently. People asking for tips, people asking for advice, people asking for questions to be answered, and I just want to give as much content and help as much of you guys as possible. Because at the end of the day, that's what I started Feel Good Personal Training for, is to help as many lives as we possibly can. So I'm going to be doing a load of mini video series essentially of 1-2 minute videos, just really giving you a load of quick tips that you can implement immediately in order to start rapidly enhancing and transforming your life, and things that are going to really be taking me out of the things that people normally do, and dispelling myths, dispelling rumours that are pretty well known for beginners that are looking to lose weight, that aren't really going to help you at all and aren't serving you, and just wasting your time and leaving you more frustrated, leaving you more depressed, and sending you round and round in that depressive cycle that is just getting you worse and leaving you heavier. So the first question that we're really going to start on is a question of, how do I burn fat more effectively? Now obviously that's a real big answer to that question. There's lots of many avenues that we could explore, so I'm just going to go for three, and from a very basic beginner standpoint, tell you the three things that I would implement immediately in order to start burning fat more effectively. And the first one of those, it sounds very obvious, but you'll be amazed how many people have come to me and think they can just exercise without eating right, but you have to have a scheduled nutrition plan in place. Okay, I mean, you're not talking about a certain diet, but it has to be scheduled. And guys, the most important thing with this is you have to commit to it. There is no point in just doing 5 days on and having 2 days off, and and eating what the hell you want. That's not the way that it works. It's not a diet. It's not a start A to B point, but you've got to start implementing these habits into your life right away, so that when you move forward and you get to your target weight, that you can keep maintaining it without it taking any effort. Because if you look at your life right at this moment in time, your life is basically evolved by a bunch of habits. Everything that happens in your life right now comes from a bunch of habits, and we can never get rid of old habits. The only way that we can stop doing them is to replace them with new, more powerful habits. More powerful habits that make you even feel better, feel even better than eating that junk food or drinking that alcohol or whatever it is that the habit that you're stuck in at the moment. Okay, and the way we do that is by implementing structure into your diet. Okay, and into your exercise life. So, and that doesn't mean it has to be boring. We've got 2 recipe books with over 200 recipes that all fit into meal plan that you can implement right away and are tasty, and you can have with your family. But we have to have that structure there. So whether that's you setting an alarm, and every morning at 7 AM you get up and you have your breakfast, 12 PM you have your lunch, 8 PM you have your dinner, snacks in between at a certain time. I know it's going to be hard and difficult for some of you guys, but without this routine and without this structure, that's when life starts getting in the way and throwing obstacles in your path and really stopping you achieving your goals. So there's one action point to take away from this point itself, then it would be have a structure and implement a structure. And yes, that means more preparation, it means more planning, but it means greater results, and results that you can continue for a lifetime. Not just for, I have a shake twice a day, every day for 6 weeks and I'm going to lose a load of weight. Because guys, that just doesn't work, not long term. And the second thing that we really need to implement is high intensity exercise. I've lost count of the amount of people that will come to me, and I'll ask them what they've been doing exercise wise. And I say, well, I've been going to the gym, been running the treadmill for 20 minutes, and then I've been going on the bike for 20 minutes, and then on the road for 20 minutes. That's great, but long duration exercise like that, it has its place. It's fantastic, and it does work. But guys, you have to be implementing something that's going to push you, something that's going to take you outside of your comfort zone. There's my favourite word again, comfort zone. But you really have to push yourself to achieving more than you ever thought possible, and implementing it all together. So don't be afraid of the weights room. You walk into the gym and you think people are going to be staring at you and judging you because you can't lift maybe what they're lifting, or you're not sure what you're doing. Just ask for help, guys. Even the big scary meatheads in the gym, they're going to want to boast about all their information, how they got their muscles, how whatever. Go and ask them for help. It's not an intimidating atmosphere. Or come to a place like we have at Feel Good, our body transformation centre, where it's just purely private training. So there's no members of the public that come in, and it's just people that want to change their life and looking to move in the right direction. But you have got to implement some form of high intensity exercise, some form of weighted exercise using resistance, and a form of long slow duration exercise throughout the week, so you're getting the benefits of all three. Okay, because they've all got pros, they've all got cons, and they're all going to help you lose weight, they're all going to help you transform your body, and they're all going to help you change your life. So that's what I do. Get outside of your comfort zone. Do something you're really almost scared of, and you get nervous about doing. That's the thing that you've got to start doing, because that's the thing that's going to take you out of your comfort zone, and that's the thing that's going to get you results, and that's the thing that's going to push you to achieve more than you thought possible. And the last thing, guys, is really commit. The third point is just commit. Okay, because there's so many people out there that the number one reason people don't lose weight and people don't change their lives is failure. You're stuck giving, you don't put everything into your journey. You don't put everything into trying to lose weight, because you know if you put everything in and it turns out that the last 5, 10, 15 other times that you've tried to lose weight, you're going to end up in a failure, and you're going to end up more depressed, you're going to end up more unhappy and just feeling in a lot worse position than you were before. So it makes sense. If you feel like you haven't put as much as you should have in, then you don't feel like as much of a failure. But that's the mentality that you've got to rip yourself out of. And you've got to get into that mentality of, you know what, I'm going to set 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and I'm going to set a goal for that period of time to get into this dress, which is maybe 2 or 3 or 4 dress sizes even down from where I am now, and I'm going to commit to that goal, and I'm going to start prioritising myself for a change. Instead of all the other things that I've been prioritising, this is important to me. This is going to build my confidence. It's going to build my energy levels. It's going to give me the get up and go to spend more action time with my loved ones, to be able to feel more confident when I go out, and just set that period of time to focus on yourself. And that's where it's lacking, people, is a commitment and the taking action. Okay, so you've got to set a time period that you're going to achieve these results by, and you're going to make sure that you've got that structure in place. 3 months is a great period, 6 months is a great time period for you to just say, all other things get by, but I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to change my life, and I'm going to push myself to higher levels than I've ever been before. And it's all about committing. It's all about taking action, and it's all about hustling, not letting anything get in your way, and achieving those results that you've always wanted, being the person you've always wanted to be, and having the self-belief to be able to achieve that. And then I'm going to throw in a quick bonus one for you guys just quickly, and that's hire someone. Okay, hire someone that's been through it, hire someone that's done it, hire a professional in the field. I mean, whatever I do in my life, whether it's building a business to help thousands of people, whether it's learning to surf, which I'm going to be doing over the next week or so fingers crossed, wish me luck. But I'm not just going to go and hire someone that's the cheapest out there, that just all they want, they've got nothing invested in me, they've got no passion, they've got no love, they've got no energy. Okay, I'm not going to go invest in that person just because they're cheaper, because all they care about is the money. They don't give a shit about you. Okay, all they care about is getting their money, wandering off, and leaving you to get on. You've got to find someone, whether it's my company, whether it's me, whether it's someone else that you know, whoever it is. Go and hire the best. That's what I'm going to do, and that's what I do in every aspect of my life. If I want to achieve something, I'll go and hire someone that is well renowned in that area, that is invested in me, and that I am invested in not only financially, but with my commitment and with my time, and someone that's going to hold me accountable to those goals. Okay, now guys, if I was starting right again from the very beginning, and I wanted to change my life in 4 simple steps, that is what I would implement. Okay, so go and implement those right away. Get some structure in your place, in your diet. So if that means going to someone and getting a diet plan, go to a nutritionist and get a diet plan. Get that structure in place and make sure nothing comes in the way. Yes, you're going to have to be meal prepared. Yes, you're going to have to maybe do some cooking at home or carry some bags of food around with you. in case you need to stop somewhere. But that's what it takes, guys, to make this change happen. Go and whatever exercise scares you the most. Okay, whether running scares you the most, whether getting in the weights room scares you the most, whether high intensity exercise scares you the most, go and do that exercise at least twice a week. Okay, that's what you want to do. Get outside your comfort zone. Get doing things that you're really not, that you're nervous about. And that's going to push you to a whole new level, not only in fitness, but in every aspect of your life. And commit, guys, fully commit. Say, okay, you know, I'm going to spend the next 3 or 6 months of my life building out these new habits, building out these new structures and these new routines in my life, so that when I do finish and when I get to the results that I want and I'm happy with myself, I'm confident, I'm energetic and I'm healthy, that you can maintain this without any effort. Okay? And it almost becomes like second nature to you. You've got to overpower those old habits. And then go and hire someone to do this for you. Okay, I'm not saying hire me. Go and hire someone, anyone. Just go and hire someone, because it's going to prevent you from making the mistakes that everyone's made, and probably the same mistakes that you've been making for the last 5, 10, 15 years. So implement those 4 steps into your life right away and watch how your life changes. So for me, from Bali, as the sun is starting to set, before I go and learn how to surf, I'll probably end up knocking myself out or getting eaten by sharks. Go and implement that, guys. Have a great day. Have a great week. And if you've got any more questions that you want me to answer, just pop them in the message box below, or private message me, and we'll aim to do one of these every single day, just to help you out with any of your questions. So have a great week, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.